All right, so good job on that first hole. So before we kind of tee up here on the second hole, this is a little bit more of a tougher tee shot out here for a lot of people, a little bit more of a narrow hole. When you come up to the tee, on this hole especially, or any of the other kind of a little bit tighter driving holes, is there a process you kind of go through mentally to prepare yourself beforehand, or?
I just try to think about where I'm aiming, I guess.
Okay.
I just know right is no good here.
Right.
So I kind of aim up the left side and try not to think about too much.
Perfect.
But
Okay.
I just know that you can't go right. So
So
I guess I just aim up left.
So on this tee shot, when you're kind of, I mean, if you were to pick out a target, are you picking out something kind of way out in the background up on the tree line, or kind of like the third tee box, or is it just, do you not really pick out a
Yeah,
target?
I kind of pick out something through the eyesight. So like in the back tree, kind of pick out like a, maybe like right now, like the color, like the edge of the orange tree.
Perfect.
I guess.
And one thing I like about that too, and especially, I mean, it's that tallest tree down in the background, kind of
Yep.
over the third tee box.
Yep.
If you pick out a target that is high, like up in the air, I mean,
Yeah.
we do have a lot of trees that we can use out here.
Mhm.
It kind of eliminates looking down the ground at any of the trouble. So like you said, you know, missing it right. I mean, we know there's a bunker over there, or missing it left, there's a bunker there. So if you pick a target that's got a little bit of a lower sight line, I mean, those are going to be in your peripheral
Yep.
vision. So kind of picking out a target a little bit higher. Obviously, with this shot kind of being a little bit more into the wind, do you try to hit a little bit lower, or do you not really change anything with that too much?
I think when it's tight like this, I probably don't try to change too much.
Okay.
But
Perfect. So kind of, I guess, the last thing before we hit this tee shot that I would maybe kind of recommend that we'll kind of work on throughout the lesson also, just because I noticed you didn't really do it too much on the first hole, but kind of take a step back behind, like, you know, take your time when you get up to the tee,
Yeah.
especially on a tighter driving hole or one you don't quite feel as comfortable with. You know, stand behind the ball, really get comfortable, maybe take a couple practice swings behind it,
Yep.
down that same line, just so you can kind of get an idea, get comfortable. But kind of getting, you know, the Vision 54 idea of kind of getting back in your think box and getting any bad thoughts out back here.
Yep.
Like you said, you know, don't miss it right. If you're standing over your ball
Yeah.
and you're
Not a
thinking,
good
don't
thought.
miss it right, I mean, a lot of times, you know, that's where it's going to end up,
I've done
kind
that
of going, right. So kind of get any bad thoughts out back here before you
Yeah.
kind of step up to that play box or standing by your ball. So we'll just kind of, you know, pretend, you know, basically you walked up here, kind of, you know, visually prepare yourself for the shot, pick out that target, take that practice swing, any bad thoughts you have, get them out, get up, hit that ball, and just stripe it right down the middle. Good, perfect. I mean, right at that tree. It's just a comfort thing too. I mean, you know, of visualizing where you want that to start. I mean, obviously, like we kind of worked on the range in the iron lesson, you know, that little bit of a draw that you have, so you know, I mean, you should feel comfortable on this hole of not thinking about missing it right, because you can start it right, it's not going to go that direction. But good, that feel comfortable,
That
kind of the
felt
thought
good.
process.
I like looking up in the tree. That
Okay.
felt better. Yeah.
Good, perfect. Well, yeah, we'll move on to the next shot, kind of keep going. Good.
All right.